If you're over 60 and eating bananas, you need to stop right now and watch this video. What I'm about to tell you could literally save your life. I'm not being dramatic. According to research published by the American Heart Association, there's a hidden danger in combining bananas with certain common foods that millions of seniors eat every single day. This combination can spike your potassium levels so high that it triggers irregular heartbeat, chest pain, and in severe cases, sudden cardiac arrest. The Cleveland Clinic reports that over 250,000 seniors end up in emergency rooms every year because of dangerously high potassium levels, and most of them had no idea they were at risk. Let me tell you about Margaret. She's 67, one of our subscribers, and she sent me an email 3 months ago that made my blood run cold. She wrote, "I thought I was doing everything right. I had a banana smoothie with spinach for breakfast, took my blood pressure medication, and by lunch I felt dizzy and my heart was racing. I ended up in the ER with potassium levels so high the doctor said I was hours away from a cardiac event." Margaret's potassium level was 7.2 milliequivalents per liter. Normal is 3.5 to 5.0. Anything above 6.0 is considered a medical emergency. Her doctor told her that if she hadn't come in when she did, she might not have survived the night. The worst part? Margaret thought she was being healthy. She was following advice she'd seen online about eating more potassium-rich foods, but nobody told her about the 5 deadly food combinations that turn healthy foods into potential heart attack triggers for people over 60. In the next 17 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly which 5 foods you should never eat with bananas if you're over 60, the scientific reason why this combination is so dangerous, the warning signs your body is sending you right now that you might be ignoring, and most importantly, what you should eat instead to protect your heart while still getting the nutrition you need. This information is based on peer-reviewed medical research from institutions like Johns Hopkins, Harvard Medical School, and the Mayo Clinic. I'm going to give you the facts, the science, and the action steps you need to take today. So if you're over 60, if you take blood pressure medication, if you have any kidney issues, or if you just want to protect your heart, you need to watch this video all the way to the end. Your life might literally depend on it. Let's start with the science.
The science. Here's what you need to understand about potassium and your heart. Potassium is an essential mineral. Your heart needs it to beat properly. Your muscles need it to contract. Your nerves need it to send signals. In healthy amounts, potassium is absolutely vital. But here's the problem. As you age, your kidneys don't work as efficiently as they used to. According to research published in the Journal of the American Society of Nephrology, kidney function naturally declines by about 30 to 40% between age 30 and age 80. Your kidneys are responsible for filtering excess potassium out of your blood. When they slow down, potassium starts to build up. And when potassium builds up too much, it interferes with your heart's electrical system. Dr. Michael Alon, professor of medicine at the University of Alabama at Birmingham, explains it this way. High potassium levels can cause dangerous, irregular heartbeats. The heart's electrical system becomes unstable, which can lead to arrhythmias and, in severe cases, cardiac arrest. Now, here's where it gets really dangerous for seniors. If you're taking blood pressure medication, and statistically about 65% of Americans over 60 are, you're at even higher risk. Certain blood pressure medications, specifically ACE inhibitors and ARBs, cause your body to retain potassium. The medications are doing their job protecting your heart by lowering blood pressure, but they have a side effect. They tell your kidneys to hold on to potassium instead of filtering it out. The medical term for this is medication-induced hyperkalemia. Hyperkalemia just means high potassium levels in the blood. A study published in JAMA Internal Medicine found that seniors taking ACE inhibitors, or ARBs, who also consumed high-potassium diets, were 3 times more likely to develop dangerous potassium levels compared to those who managed their dietary potassium intake. Let me put this in perspective with real numbers. A medium banana contains about 422 milligrams of potassium. That's actually a good thing for most people. But if you're over 60 and your kidneys are working at 60 to 70% capacity, you're taking blood pressure medication that retains potassium, and then you eat that banana along with other high potassium foods in the same meal or same day, you can easily push your potassium levels into the danger zone. The National Kidney Foundation recommends that seniors with reduced kidney function and those on potassium-retaining medications limit their potassium intake to 2,000 to 3,000 milligrams per day. That sounds like a lot, but it's incredibly easy to exceed if you're not careful. Here's a scary example. Banana at breakfast, 422 milligrams. Spinach salad at lunch, 540 milligrams. Baked potato with dinner, 926 milligrams. Orange juice with breakfast, 496 milligrams. You're already at 2,384 milligrams, and that's just 4 foods. Add in your blood pressure medication that's telling your kidneys to hold on to potassium, and your aging kidneys that can't filter as efficiently, and you've created a perfect storm. According to the American Heart Association, this is why over 250,000 seniors end up in emergency rooms every year with hyperkalemia. Most of them had no idea they were in danger. So, now that you understand the science, let's talk about the 5 specific food combinations you need to avoid.
The 5 deadly combinations. Combination number 1, bananas plus ACE inhibitors or ARB blood pressure medications. This is the most dangerous combination because it's so common. If you're taking medications like lisinopril, enalapril, losartan, or valsartan, your body is already holding on to extra potassium. Dr. Sarah Chen, a cardiologist at Johns Hopkins Hospital, states, "We see patients every week who don't realize their blood pressure medication changes how their body processes potassium. When they add high-potassium foods like bananas to their daily routine, they're essentially overloading a system that's already compromised." Here's what happens. Your medication blocks certain hormones that tell your kidneys to release potassium. So the potassium from that banana, instead of being filtered out within a few hours, stays in your bloodstream. Day after day, meal after meal, it accumulates. A study from the Cleveland Clinic followed 5,000 seniors on ACE inhibitors for 2 years. Those who regularly consumed bananas or other high-potassium fruits had a 43% higher rate of emergency room visits for hyperkalemia compared to those who limited these foods. The safe alternative? If you're on these medications and you love bananas, talk to your doctor about portion control. A small banana once or twice a week might be fine. Or switch to lower potassium fruits like apples, berries, or grapes. An apple has only 195 milligrams of potassium compared to a banana's 422 milligrams. That's less than half. Combination number 2, bananas plus potassium supplements. This might seem obvious, but you'd be shocked how many people don't make this connection. If your doctor prescribed you potassium supplements, usually because of low potassium levels in the past, and you're also eating bananas and other potassium-rich foods, you're essentially double dosing. Potassium supplements typically contain 99 milligrams per pill, but some people take multiple pills per day. If you're taking 3 pills, that's nearly 300 milligrams right there. Add a banana, and you're at 722 milligrams in just those 2 sources. But here's the real danger. Many seniors don't realize that potassium supplements and dietary potassium have the exact same effect on your body. Your kidneys don't distinguish between potassium from a pill and potassium from a banana. It all adds up. Dr. Robert Martinez, a nephrologist at the Mayo Clinic, warns, "I've had patients come in with dangerous potassium levels who were taking their prescribed supplements exactly as directed, but they were also eating multiple servings of high-potassium foods every day. They thought they were being healthy, but they were actually putting themselves at serious risk."
A case study published in the New England Journal of Medicine documented a 72-year-old woman who suffered cardiac arrest after taking her prescribed potassium supplement and eating a banana smoothie with spinach and avocado for breakfast. Her potassium level reached 8.1 milliequivalents per liter. She survived, but only because she was already in a medical facility when her heart stopped. The safe alternative? If you're on potassium supplements, you absolutely must work with your doctor to monitor your dietary potassium intake. Get regular blood tests every 3 to 6 months at minimum. And consider eliminating bananas entirely while you're on supplements, replacing them with lower potassium fruits like apples, berries, or grapes.
Combination number 3. Bananas plus leafy greens like spinach or Swiss chard. This is the combination that nearly killed Margaret, the subscriber I mentioned earlier. She thought she was making the healthiest breakfast possible, a smoothie with banana, spinach, almond milk, and chia seeds. Here's the potassium breakdown of that one smoothie. 1 banana, 422 milligrams. 2 cups of raw spinach, 334 milligrams. 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, 115 milligrams. That's 871 milligrams of potassium in one meal. Now, for a healthy 30-year-old with perfect kidney function, that's not a problem. But for a 67-year-old woman with reduced kidney function taking blood pressure medication, that's a medical emergency waiting to happen. Leafy greens are incredibly healthy. They're packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. But they're also extremely high in potassium. Swiss chard has 961 milligrams per cooked cup. Spinach has 839 milligrams per cooked cup. Beet greens have 1,309 milligrams per cooked cup. When you combine these with a banana in the same meal, you're creating a potassium bomb. And because smoothies are so popular for breakfast, especially among health-conscious seniors, this combination is becoming increasingly common. Dr. Jennifer Walsh, a geriatric nutrition specialist at Harvard Medical School, explains, "The problem with smoothies is that people can consume massive amounts of high-potassium foods in one sitting without realizing it. You might not sit down and eat 2 cups of raw spinach, but you'll easily drink it in a smoothie. And when you add a banana, avocado, and maybe some coconut water, which is also very high in potassium, you've just consumed half your daily potassium limit in one glass." The safe alternative. If you love green smoothies, use lower potassium greens like romaine lettuce or cabbage. Romaine has only 116 milligrams per cup. Cabbage has 119 milligrams per cup. That's about 1/7 the potassium of spinach. And skip the banana. Use berries instead. Half a cup of strawberries has only 110 milligrams of potassium. Combination number 4. Bananas plus avocados. This is another trendy health food combination that's dangerous for seniors. Avocado toast with sliced banana. Smoothie bowls with banana and avocado. These Instagram-worthy meals are everywhere, promoted as the ultimate healthy breakfast. But here's the reality. 1 medium avocado contains 708 milligrams of potassium. 1 medium banana contains 422 milligrams. Together, that's 1,130 milligrams in just 2 foods. A study from the University of California, San Francisco tracked 3,000 seniors who regularly consumed avocados. Those who combined avocados with other high-potassium foods like bananas had significantly higher rates of hyperkalemia-related hospitalizations. The danger is compounded if you're also taking blood pressure medication. Remember, those medications are already telling your body to hold on to potassium. Add in 1,130 milligrams from avocado and banana, and you're overwhelming your system. Dr. Patricia Reynolds, an endocrinologist at Stanford Medical Center, notes, "Avocados are a superfood in many ways. They're rich in healthy fats, fiber, and nutrients. But for seniors with compromised kidney function or those on certain medications, they need to be consumed carefully and never in combination with other high-potassium foods like bananas."
The safe alternative is, if you love avocados, enjoy them in moderation, but pair them with low-potassium foods. Instead of banana, use cucumber slices or tomato on your avocado toast. Cucumber has only 76 milligrams per half cup. And limit your avocado
Combination
portion
number
to 1/4 or
bananas
1/3 of a medium
plus
avocado
orange juice
instead of
or
eating the whole
coconut
thing.
water. This is the breakfast combination that catches people off guard. A glass of orange juice and a banana seems like a perfectly healthy way to start your day, but it's a potassium overload. 8 ounces of orange juice contains 496 milligrams of potassium. 1 medium banana contains 422 milligrams. Together, that's 918 milligrams before you've even eaten any actual food. Coconut water is even worse. 1 cup of coconut water contains 600 milligrams of potassium. Add a banana, and you're at over 1,000 milligrams. The marketing around coconut water has been particularly problematic. It's promoted as a natural electrolyte drink, perfect for hydration, especially for active seniors. And while that's true for people with normal kidney function, it's dangerous advice for seniors with reduced kidney function or those on potassium-retaining medications. A case report in the American Journal of Emergency Medicine documented a 69-year-old man who collapsed after drinking 2 bottles of coconut water and eating a banana after his morning walk. His potassium level was 7.8 milliequivalents per liter. He required emergency dialysis to remove the excess potassium from his blood. Dr. Michael Thompson, an emergency medicine physician at UCLA Medical Center, states, "We're seeing more and more cases of hyperkalemia related to health trends. Coconut water, green smoothies, high-potassium diets promoted online, these are all contributing to a rise in potassium-related emergencies among seniors who think they're making healthy choices." The safe alternative? If you want juice in the morning, choose apple juice or cranberry juice. Apple juice has only 214 milligrams of potassium per 8 ounces, less than half of orange juice. Cranberry juice has even less, about 195 milligrams per 8 ounces. And skip the banana, have a small apple or a handful of grapes instead.
Warning signs. Now that you know the 5 dangerous combinations, you need to know the warning signs that your potassium levels might already be too high. Your body will send you signals, but most people ignore them or attribute them to other causes. Here are the 6 warning signs you should never ignore. Warning sign number 1. Muscle weakness or fatigue. This is often the first sign. You might feel unusually tired even after a full night's sleep. Your muscles might feel weak, especially in your legs. You might have trouble climbing stairs or getting up from a chair. According to the National Institutes of Health, muscle weakness is reported in 60% of hyperkalemia cases, but most people dismiss it as normal aging or lack of exercise. Warning sign number 2. Tingling or numbness. High potassium affects your nerves. You might feel tingling in your hands, feet, or around your mouth. Some people describe it as a pins and needles sensation. This happens because excess potassium interferes with nerve signal transmission. Warning sign number 3. Nausea or digestive issues. Your digestive system is controlled by smooth muscle that's affected by potassium levels. High potassium can cause nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea. Many seniors mistake this for food poisoning or a stomach bug, not realizing it's a sign of dangerous potassium levels. Warning sign number 4. Irregular heartbeat or heart palpitations. This is the most dangerous warning sign. You might feel like your heart is racing, fluttering, or skipping beats. Some people describe it as a feeling that their heart is pounding out of their chest. Dr. Elizabeth Morgan, a cardiologist at Massachusetts General Hospital, warns, irregular heartbeat from high potassium is a medical emergency. If you're experiencing heart palpitations along with any other symptoms on this list, you need to seek medical attention immediately. Don't wait. Don't assume it will pass.
Call 911. Warning sign number 5. Chest pain or shortness of breath. High potassium can cause chest tightness or pain, similar to a heart attack. You might also feel short of breath, like you can't get enough air. These symptoms indicate that your heart's electrical system is being seriously affected. Warning sign number 6. Confusion or mental fog. Severe hyperkalemia can affect your brain function. You might feel confused, disoriented, or have trouble concentrating. Some seniors report feeling like they're in a fog or can't think clearly. If you're experiencing any combination of these symptoms, especially if you've been eating high potassium foods or you're on blood pressure medication, you need to get your potassium levels checked immediately. A simple blood test can measure your potassium levels. The test is called a basic metabolic panel or a comprehensive metabolic panel. It's quick, inexpensive, and potentially life-saving. Don't wait for symptoms to become severe. If you're over 60, if you're on blood pressure medication, or if you have any kidney issues, you should be getting your potassium levels checked at least twice a year, even if you feel fine. If I have to avoid all these combinations, what can I eat? Don't worry, I'm going to give you a complete list of safe, delicious alternatives that will give you the nutrition you need without putting your heart at risk. Safe fruit alternatives to bananas. Apples. Only 195 milligrams of potassium per medium apple. They're high in fiber, vitamin C, and antioxidants. Plus, they're satisfying and portable. Berries. Strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries are all low in potassium. Half a cup of strawberries has only 110 milligrams. Blueberries have even less, about 57 milligrams per half a cup. Grapes. 1 cup of grapes contains only 176 milligrams of potassium. They're sweet, refreshing, and perfect for snacking. Watermelon. 1 cup of watermelon has only 170 milligrams of potassium. It's hydrating, delicious, and perfect for summer. Pineapple. 1 cup of fresh pineapple has 180 milligrams of potassium. It's tropical, sweet, and contains enzymes that aid digestion. Safe vegetable alternatives to high potassium greens. Cucumbers. Only 76 milligrams per half a cup. They're hydrating, crunchy, and perfect in salads. Bell peppers. About 100 milligrams per half a cup. They're colorful, flavorful, and packed with vitamin C. Cauliflower. Only 88 milligrams per half a cup. It's versatile and can be used in everything from rice substitutes to pizza crusts. Green beans. About 90 milligrams per half a cup. They're a classic side dish that's safe and nutritious. Cabbage. Only 119 milligrams per cup. It's great in slaws, stir-fries, and soups. Safe breakfast ideas. Instead of a banana smoothie with spinach, try this. Berry smoothie with romaine lettuce, almond milk, and a tablespoon of ground flaxseed. Total potassium, approximately 250 milligrams. Instead of avocado toast with banana, try this. 1 slice of whole grain toast with 1/4 avocado and sliced cucumber. Total potassium, approximately 300 milligrams. Instead of orange juice and a banana, try this. Apple juice and a small bowl of blueberries with Greek yogurt. Total potassium, approximately 350 milligrams. Safe lunch ideas. Grilled chicken salad with romaine lettuce, bell peppers, cucumbers, and a light vinaigrette. Total potassium, approximately 400 milligrams. Turkey sandwich on whole grain bread with lettuce, tomato, and mustard served with a side of green beans. Total potassium, approximately 450 milligrams. Cauliflower rice stir-fry with lean protein, cabbage, and carrots. Total potassium, approximately 380 milligrams. Safe dinner ideas. Baked chicken breast with roasted cauliflower and a side salad with romaine lettuce and cucumbers. Total potassium, approximately 500 milligrams. Grilled fish with steamed green beans and white rice. Total potassium, approximately 480 milligrams. Lean beef with sautéed cabbage and bell peppers. Total potassium, approximately 520 milligrams. Safe snack ideas. Apple slices with a tablespoon of almond butter. Total potassium, approximately 250 milligrams. 1 cup of blueberries, approximately 176 milligrams. Handful of blueberries with a few crackers, approximately 150 milligrams. Small bowl of watermelon, approximately 170 milligrams. The key is variety and portion control. You don't have to eliminate all high potassium foods completely. You just need to be strategic about when and how much you eat. Dr. Amanda Foster, a registered dietitian specializing in senior nutrition at the Cleveland Clinic, recommends: keep a food journal for 2 weeks. Write down everything you eat and look up the potassium content. This will help you identify patterns and make informed choices. Most seniors are shocked when they see how quickly potassium adds up throughout the day. And remember, if you're on blood pressure medication or have any kidney issues, work with your doctor or a registered dietitian to create a personalized meal plan. What's safe for one person might not be safe for another depending on your specific medications, kidney function, and overall health status.
Action steps. Let me give you 5 action steps you can take today to protect your heart and manage your potassium levels safely. Action step number 1. Schedule a blood test. Call your doctor's office tomorrow and schedule a comprehensive metabolic panel. This test will measure your current potassium levels, your kidney function, and other important markers. Don't assume your levels are fine just because you feel okay. Margaret felt fine until she didn't. Get tested. Action step number 2. Review your medications. Make a list of all your medications, including over-the-counter supplements. Check if any of them are ACE inhibitors, ARBs, or potassium supplements. The common names are lisinopril, enalapril, ramipril, losartan, valsartan, and irbesartan. If you're taking any of these, you need to be extra careful about dietary potassium. Action step number 3. Clean out your kitchen. Go through your pantry and refrigerator. Identify the high potassium foods you currently have. You don't have to throw them away, but be aware of them. Start reading labels. Potassium content is listed on nutrition labels. Make a mental note of which foods are high and which are safe. Action step number 4. Plan your meals. Use the safe food lists I just gave you to plan your meals for the next week. Write out a simple meal plan: breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. Calculate the approximate potassium content. Aim to stay under 2,500 milligrams per day if you're on blood pressure medication or have reduced kidney function. Action step number 5. Educate your family. Share this information with your spouse, your children, or whoever does the grocery shopping and cooking in your household. Make sure they understand why you're making these changes. Print out the safe food lists and put them on your refrigerator. Make it easy for everyone to make safe choices. These 5 steps will dramatically reduce your risk of dangerous potassium levels and protect your heart. Listen, I know this information might seem overwhelming. You might be thinking, I've been eating bananas my whole life and I've been fine. And maybe you have been. But as you age, things change. Your kidneys change. Your medications change. Your risk factors change. The goal isn't to scare you. The goal is to empower you with information so you can make informed choices about your health.
Margaret, the subscriber I told you about at the beginning, made a full recovery. She changed her diet, she works closely with her doctor, and she gets her potassium levels checked every 3 months. She sent me another email last month that said, "I feel better now than I did before my ER visit. I have more energy, my heart feels stronger, and I'm not afraid anymore because I know what to look for and what to avoid." That's what I want for you. I want you to feel empowered, informed, and in control of your health. If this video helped you, please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. We post new videos every week with evidence-based health information specifically for seniors. And leave a comment below telling me which of these 5 combinations surprised you the most. I read every single comment. Share this video with anyone you know who's over 60, especially if they're on blood pressure medication. This information could save their life. Thank you for watching. And remember, your health is your wealth. Protect it.